Hello, it's Becky here from Little Dreams Consulting, and I'm here today to talk to you about giving up the dummy. There's nothing wrong with giving your little one a dummy. The Lullaby Trust do endorse their use for the first 6 months of your little one's life because research has shown that they decrease the risk of SIDS, or sudden infant death syndrome. Dummies are really useful, especially in the early days of the newborn, if they're born with a strong sucking reflex, and that can really help them and really be a great comfort. It can help little ones to fall asleep or stay asleep for longer. So there are many reasons why they're really useful, and you probably know that because that's why you're watching this video. And parents do often ask us when we should get rid of the dummy, and the answer to that is very much kind of dummies aren't really a problem until they're a problem. So you may at the moment be doing a dummy run. So if your little one is using a dummy to get to sleep, when they're coming out of their sleep cycles at night, which is kind of around every 45 minutes or so, every time they come out of those sleep cycles, they're looking for that dummy again, and if it's not in their mouth, then they'll be calling for you to sort that out for them. So you may well be doing the dummy run at the moment and wondering how you're going to stop that. And the best thing to do is to go cold turkey and just commit to that. So if your little one is older than 6 months, then that's the best way to do it. And when parents come to us and their little one is older than 6 months and they have a dummy, then we would recommend getting rid of them. And this is often met with a look of panic, understandably, because it's a big change for your little one and for you. But like I say, the best thing to do is go cold turkey, find every dummy in the house. So whether it's stashed down the back of the sofa, in the toy box, in the bottom of your bag, in the car, at grandma's house, in the nursery bag. I know, I've been there, they're everywhere for every emergency and every kind of situation, in the back of the pushchair. Just make sure that you've got rid of all of them. So there's no temptation to reintroduce them if things get a bit tricky. And also your little one isn't going to find one and put all that hard work to shame. So that's the first thing to do, is make sure that there aren't any left in your house. Also make sure that everyone is on the same page, so mum and dad, or mum and partner, and any grandparents, any siblings, childcare, so that everyone knows that this is the date we're going to stop the dummy, and we're not doing it anymore. We're not going to reintroduce it in any way, just because we don't want to send any confusing messages to a little one. So we don't want to kind of be in the middle of a long car journey and think, oh, we're just going to pop the dummy in, because that's going to send a super confusing message to a little one. So we have some top tips for you if you are ready to remove the dummy. I guess it's really important to think about this and kind of frame it in your mind as you're putting your little one down at bedtime without their dummy, but you have met all their needs. So they're fed, they're warm, they're clean, so you've met all those really important needs. You're just not giving them something that they want, and that will take a little bit of getting used to for them, which is understandable, and it may be a bit painful for you for kind of the couple of days while they're going through that. And you could introduce a comforter or a new teddy bear, just to give them something to focus on, focus their attention on while they're in their cots, or in their buggy, or wherever you may find that they need it. And it can work really well if you have slept with that, because that kind of gives it an extra bit of comfort for them. And how you kind of go about physically doing that once your little one is older than 6 months. If they are younger than 18 months, then just removing it should be enough. But once your little one has reached 18 months, they'll definitely have a bit more of an attachment to it. So we need to think more carefully about how we're going to remove that. And there are several ways that you can do that. You may have heard about the dummy tree before, where your little one will put all their dummies in a bag and attach it to a tree outside or inside the house that night. And then the next morning that has been removed and there's a present waiting in its place. So that can be to really kind of motivate them if it's something that they really, really want. And you can tell them stories about the dummy fairy coming to take their dummies away, and give them to the new babies that need them because you're such a big girl or a big boy. Be creative and use what your child would like. So if your child is really into fairies, then a dummy fairy might work really well. If your child is into dinosaurs, then a dummy dinosaur might work really well. I guess another way to think about it, if your little one does use a dummy for throughout the day, not just for sleeping, for kind of a bit of chill out time or watching the TV, then it may be worth considering removing it at those times first. So those kind of chill out, non-soothing situations, start removing it from those, and then you can make a more kind of definitive decision on it a couple of days later once they're used to that. I guess the main point is to just be realistic and be consistent, be patient, be confident. You've made that decision, you know, the dummy is no longer working for you or your little one, and just be confident, stick to it, and you will find that actually in a couple of days your little one will probably be used to it again, and actually it'll be you who as with most of these things with little ones, it will be you that's kind of left holding everything and wondering what's happened while they are merrily getting on with everything as usual. If you do find that you need a bit more help removing the dummy, or you think you might have some more sleep associations with it, then do get in contact. You can book a free 15-minute no obligation call with Jenna or Faye on our website to talk to them about that and how we might be able to help you if you do actually need a bit more help. I do hope that this video has been really useful. Please subscribe for more useful tips. We'd love to see some more subscribers, but I hope that has been helpful, and I hope you have a great day. Good luck. Bye.